to say thank you guys so much for sharing, liking, commenting on this content. We are back with another daily dose of leadership, and today I want to really quickly get into a topic that I think is plaguing a lot of us out there, whether we're business owners, leaders, or just generally a part of our organization. And that's, I want to say to you guys, stop self-sabotaging. Stop self-sabotaging. And I'm going to give you 3 stop signs to put in front of you to help you stop self-sabotaging. Number 1, stop saying you're not good enough. Stop sign number 1, stop saying you're not good enough. Stop sign number 2, stop downplaying your position. And stop sign number 3, stop fearing failure. So stop sign number 1, stop saying you're not good enough. A lot of times there's people who are out there who are missing out on opportunity, missing out on promotion because they continue to label themselves and continue to put on this idea that they're not good enough. Here's the deal. None of us are good enough. If we really just sit down and take a look at it, the major difference between all of us who feel like we're not good enough, or if we're actually in a position to where we're not good enough, is that we try. There's power in trying. And so you will never give yourself the true chance to prove that you're good enough or to position yourself to be good enough unless you try. So number 1, the thing that you got to stop doing, you got to stop telling yourself that you're not good enough, or else you'll start believing it. And so we don't want to carry around that identity that we're not good enough. So stop saying it, stop putting that in front of you, and start pursuing and actually start trying. You know what I mean? Like, just give yourself a shot to be able to do the things that you want to do. Number 2, the stop sign number 2, stop downplaying your position. You're put in the place of where you are currently based on your merit, based on your output, and based on what you can do. Don't downplay your talents. Don't downplay your skills. Don't downplay your position. You are put in that place for a reason. You have value. The position that you hold has value. I'm a firm believer. This is a story from a brief story from Coach K, the former coach of Duke, and he would say that every person who touches the ball here at Duke in this basketball program has value. So it doesn't matter how lowly you think your position is. If your position exists within the organization, it has value. So pick your head up, because here's the thing: when you downplay your current position, you're going to downplay the next position. You got to learn to take value of what you have now in order for you to properly take value of what's to come to you, or what's going to be coming into your hands. And then stop sign number 3, stop fearing failure. Stop fearing failure. Failure is a part of the process. You're going to face some level of failure. You're going to face some level of obstruction in the pursuit of trying to be better. A lot of times we self-sabotage because we're scared of failure. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, they are not 100% perfect. They've failed. They've lost in playoffs. They haven't won a championship every year that they played. And in some regards, some people out there will hold them in the setting of being the greatest of all time. And so if those individuals with the great stature that they have has failed, what do you think you're going to do? You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, you have the same capacity to be great at what it is that you're purposed to do, but you'll never see that greatness unless you give yourself a chance to fail. You have to start to believe in yourself enough to where you give yourself the opportunity to fail. For me, if you don't fail, you're not going hard enough. You're not pushing yourself enough. You're not challenging yourself enough. You're not wanting whatever it is that you want as bad as you want to breathe. So you got to understand that failures will come. It's just how you number 1, how prepared are you for the failure? How much do you bounce back? How much do you put into what it is that you're trying to do? And so those are the 3 things that I want you guys to think about when you start to self-sabotage, when you start to self-sabotage your success, speak out against your success. Stop saying that you're not good enough. Stop downplaying your position, and stop feeling fear. Those 3 things stifle your growth, stifle who you can be, and stifle where you're going. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this content. Again, you can find us on Instagram at Alex_Seal. That's at ALEX_SEALE. You can search for me on YouTube. Just search at Alex Seal. I should pop right up. And until next time, TPE family.